So the points that we've created are dynamic blocks, which means that we can use some of the grips available to manage the position. So as you can see here, I'm able to very quickly just grab this particular grip and reposition the labeling. I'm also able to flip the labeling, as you can see here, and have the label positioned at a location of my choice. In addition, we also have what's known as a hover grip. So when we select the block, you can see I'm able to hover over this circle. This allows me to access content about this point. What I like to do is to check the dynamic positioning of this point, which is what was assigned when we created it. I can do that by clicking on Set Dynamic Position. In the form, you can see that we're able to not only change the vertical position of the point, but also the horizontal position of the point. Now, when we are creating points by polyline, it's important that we always make sure they are assigned to a 2D polyline. We're able to actually change the chainage or the vertex if we choose of the location of that point. Underneath, we can then choose whether or not the reference string code option needs to be edited. Now in this case, you can see here I'm picking up road 1, I've got the grade of 0.001. Now I may decide that needs to be 5%. So at this point I can click apply. That elevation has now been updated. The point at the rear, as you can see, is actually connected to the point at the front. So let's have a look at how this has happened. We're going to zoom down onto the point, hover over the grip, set dynamic position. You can see here how the point has been assigned to vertex 3 of our polyline. However, the vertical design is using reference Kogo point. So what you're able to do is to create points in the drawing that reference other Kogo points, meaning that if those points, those reference points change, your point will also update. So you can see here, reference Kogo point. The Kogo point is referencing point 1, which is at the frontage and is 5% above. We could change this, so I can go ahead, click on the picker tool, and decide, well, in actual fact, we need to be 5% above this point here, which is point 2. Press enter, and be again 5% above. We can click apply. That elevation will update, and when we select the point, you can see there that the reference has changed. Now we could change that to be string code, so we could decide that we want to be 5% above the left boundary code, not necessarily above this particular Kogo point. But you can see how very quickly and easily it is to access the point information and change and update the position of those points. If we wanted to, we can also use the Edit Point button found on the panel here. So if we click on Edit Point and then select our point from the drawing and press enter, we'll be prompted with this form. Now the dynamic positioning is all done through this particular button here. So we click on Setup Position and you can go in and manage the position this way. If you wanted to change, for example, manually override the elevation by unchecking this box, you can actually type it in yourself. If you wanted to update the code, maybe you decided that it should be a different lot number, you could go in and type that in here. All of these are editable, so you can go in and make changes to these as you wish, and the point will update to suit. We click on Apply Changes and then close. That same form is also available via the hover grip, so you can go Edit Kogo Point and get access to that particular point.